All right, friends, we're back with a brand new video, man. Jason Blaha has uploaded a new video for us to react to. You know, our favorite YouTuber, Blaha, the gym, lifting, recruiting, fitness, gear slave himself, bro. So Blaha says training muscles only once a week after 40. Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here today. I thought I would chat with you guys and gals a little bit about something, I've kind of concluded over the years. And I am very aware the old Jason would have been rolling in his grave on this.
The old Jason would be rolling in his grave in this? Wow, it must be rolling already in the grave. He's taken up G for P bodybuilding. Remember how he used to mock bodybuilding? He doesn't realize that bodybuilding is everything, bro. It's the most superior, should I say, the most superior thing to build your body, to build it strong, to build it big and strong and big. It does concentric, it does eccentric, it does everything bodybuilding, but it is not a sport. See what I mean? But you can separate it and make one thing. They've separated it. These people like Blaha, the Blaha people have separated, call it powerlifting. They took the concentrics out of bodybuilding, and then they try to tell you that, oh, the concentrics of bodybuilding are better than bodybuilding itself. What the fuck are you talking about? Bodybuilding, we do powerlifting and we do whatever. Bro, we do everything. You stole that from bodybuilding, the powerlifting shit, okay? That's all incorporated in bodybuilding. So I don't give a fuck what this guy's talking about. He's wrong. Bodybuilding is the most sophisticated thing for building your body big and strong. It does eccentric and concentric. It does both. But if you leave out one and perform and do the performance slave lifting called concentric, what did you expect? You got no eccentric. Eccentric will always be superior to concentric in bodybuilding. Why? Because concentric wears out your joints if you just do it alone. It'll wear out your joints. It'll age you. It's associated with performance, endurance, lifting, slave shit, bro. Get it? And so it'll age you. It'll inflame you. It'll do a lot of bad things to you. You'll wear out your joints. You'll age. You'll just fucking age, bro. You just die. But concentric is much superior because it regenerates you, regenerates muscle, it makes you stronger, you can handle heavier loads, 100% loads on the eccentric overload, which you can't do in concentric. It makes you a lot stronger faster. It builds muscle faster. When you do concentric overload training, it fucking does everything. It removes senescent cells. It removes myogenic decline. Bro, it rehabs your joints. They even use it in rehab eccentric exercise. They only ever talk about eccentric. Why do you think they call it resistance exercise? Think about this word. When you say resistance, you are all wrong. It has nothing to do with concentric lifting. Resistance exercise has to do with resisting the weight in the eccentric form going down. Listen to the word. RC, resistance training. What is that? When you're resisting the weight going down, oh, you have it all wrong. You think that progressive overload has something to do with concentric training and resistance training has something to do with concentric training. Well, how could it have something to do with concentric when you're not resisting the weight? It's going with you're going against gravity. If you're going with gravity, that's resisting because going down, get it? So all you have it all wrong because you don't know anything about lifting. You people are dumb as fuck out there. Get it? You're like sheeples out there. Get it? Like Blaha. You're a sheeple, bro. Get it? You can't even think for yourself. The weight is resisting when it's going down because it's a stopping motion because it's preventing you. You don't want to damage. You don't want to fucking destroy yourself, but you do want to damage the muscle fibers. So we still get, if you're doing full overload eccentric training, you're still getting concentric because you need to initiate the lift, duh. But that's not resistance when you're initiating the lift. The resistance happens when it's going down. That's why you could take 100% loads going down, but you could never do 100% 1 RPM for 100% in concentric form. Get it? Impossible.
10 years ago, had you told me I would be saying this 10 years ago, 12 years ago,
oh yeah,
13 years ago, I'd have laughed at you. That, body parts.
I like him. I'd have laughed at you because he's a bimbo, and we're still laughing at Blaha. People are still laughing at Blaha to this day since he started his channel.
Was training a muscle once a week perfectly fine. In fact, it works great once you're...
Yeah, you can train a muscle once a week. But here's the problem. So you train that muscle. Let's say you trained your arms today, and now you want to go do your back tomorrow. Okay, if you trained your arms doing a lot of eccentric work, are you crazy? You want to go in and do your back? You're gonna be in a weakened state, dude. Those fucking muscles are fucking damaged. You're gonna feel in pain. You're gonna hurt like a motherfucker. It's got to go through a repair and a remodeling. So you can't do your back. Well, maybe you could go do your legs or something. But then now your legs are damaged. So you can't skip a day and try to do them again either. See the problem with that? That's a problem with eccentric lifting. You fucking shrink the muscle. Once it's damaged, if you try to reuse it again to do something, you'll shrink it. You'll lose muscle fibers. They'll die.
An older lifter once you're in your 40s for sure. And I'm not saying.
So yeah, he says you could do body bro splits if you're adapted and you're just playing with the weight. A lot of people play with the weight. They always do flies for their arms. They go to the cable machine and they do flies, and they do like 10-pound flies. Why? Because can't do anything heavier than that. You can't do heavier than 10. You can't go heavier than 10-pound flies. See that? Here's another thing. The cable machine, when you're doing flies with a cable machine with weights, stacked cable machine, you know, like your chest flies with the cable, you know, you have like 2 cables, you're doing flies. Okay, you can press a lot heavier than you can fly, but I don't ever see people pressing the weight there. I never see them trying to press the weight because there's more resistance. There's a lot more resistance on a cable machine than you would get with a dumbbell or a barbell or anything, because there's mechanical tension. There's a lot of mechanical tension, a lot of resistance going on there. That's why cable machines are really good. That's why they're really heavy. You usually look at some of these machines, they go up to 300-400 pounds. Why is that? But you see people, they never use more than 50 pounds, 10 pounds, 20 pounds. They never use the whole stack. Why? You understand me? Think about it. Why don't they use the whole stack? Very seldom does anybody in the gym use the whole stack. And even when they do use the whole stack, they don't use it properly. They try to use it in a concentric mode, like squeezing muscles with it. But here's the thing. There's more resistance going down at 400 pounds. So you could use a lot of weight there. That's why you could use the whole stack when you're doing eccentric exercises. That's what it's really meant for. Resistance training. Jeepers creepers, bro. And that's what will get you more type 2 muscle fibers, make you bigger and stronger and faster.
Oh, because you're past your prime or any of that. Because you guys see what I'm doing here.
I like how he says you're past your prime. Here's another benefit of eccentric exercise. It turns old muscle into new muscle. How does it do that? It regenerates muscle. Duh. Yeah. But Blaha, he's just aging. Me, I'm regenerating my muscle. I'm fucking 10 years older than him. If I go with him down the street, walk with him down the street right now, they're going to think he's my father. And I'm 10 years older than him.
A 500-pound box squat on a 12-inch box.
Concentric exercise does not regenerate you to be younger. It fucking ages you. Ages you.
All right. See the gray beard. See me over here pull up real easy.
Man, what a dumb look on his face. He's so dumb.
550 for a triple with just chalk and a belt. And a parachute.
And you know, there's so many dumb people like him online, like Jeff Nippard. When I look at their face, I'm like, these people are so dumb. I told you before, the most educated people that I know are the dumbest people on the fucking planet, because they don't listen to their instincts, survival instincts, or their senses. They're too dumb. That's why, because they're educated. Get it? Yeah, man. That's why they've never discovered real bodybuilding. You discover it based on your senses and based on your survival skills. That's how you survive in this world. And a lot of people don't listen to that. They want to listen to books and governments, and then they go, yeah, this is a healthy diet. Meanwhile, they're toxifying themselves, dying. They can't figure out why they got disease. You got it because you stopped, because you're so educated. That's why. You're educated to the point where you're getting these diseases, going to a doctor, a dentist, they're drilling out your teeth because you're educated. Get it? You're a slave to the system. You went to school. I got all A's. And now they gave you a beautiful, comfy job, right? Yet you're slaving in like some office building or maybe construction site or something. They've slaved you because you're educated. You went and got educated. You understand me, bro? That's how the world works in this world. When you're educated, you're the stupidest person on the fucking planet. Because that's how they slave you. Like Blaha, he's a slave.
And some earbuds. All right, I don't think some of that counts though. So, you know, the thing is with some of this, here's the things that I've concluded. Here's what I've concluded. When it comes to this stuff, protecting your joints is the number one thing. And in other words, for me, I have found the older...
Full concentrics, they protect your joints. They remodel your joints when they get damaged. When there is damage in the ligaments and tendons doing eccentric resistance training, see the word resistance training? When you do resistance training eccentrically and overloading it, it's going to remodel your joints a lot stronger. That's why they use it in rehab, because eccentric training loses up less energy, you absorb energy. It's just better all around for you, dude.
I get, yes, I can still do some heavy lifting every week. I'm not coming in and doing 10 heavy.
Heavy lifting weakened me. When I did partial reps with 500-pound squats, I could never walk properly. That's what I discovered because I listened to my senses. I listened to my survival skills. I said, this is a bad thing. So when I started doing full range all the way to the bottom and up, I realized my knees, they remodeled themselves a lot better and stronger. That's what happened. I noticed lots of things. People say, one guy asked me in the gym, he said, my shoulder hurts every time I go like that. It's clicking and it's getting really bad. I told him, you need to start doing resistance training, eccentric resistance training, bro. Get it? Stop doing concentric lifting. It'll wear out your joints and then you'll be in pain. You'll get arthritis, you get tendonitis, you get all kinds of fucking problems.
He says that's just not happening. Right? So those deadlifts, yeah, I'll do that 550 for a triple. Anything else, I'll do some lighter back off work with 500. Okay, same thing with the bench. Yeah, I'll do some work sets with 315. But I'm going to come and do a bunch of incline work. I'm going to do a bunch of dumbbells. Right? It's like 3 heavy sets of bench, and that's it. I won't touch my chest again for a week. Okay?
Yeah. You can't touch your chest for a week. You can't touch anything once it's damaged. There's something called the repeated bout effect phenomena. If your chest were to get damaged anyways on the day, there's something called repeated bout effect. So even if you did come in to do another body part, it won't get damaged. See what I mean? So now your chest is going to get big, and then your other parts are going to get what?
Because that's it. That's all your joints can handle now. People are like, but you're doing some overhead pressing? Sure. But that's a little easier, and I'm doing a little more reps. You know, so it's like, yeah, I come behind that and then do some incline. This is like 7 reps.
Again, if you cut, regardless whether you do these bro splits or not, whatever he's talking about, you're an endurance slave. You're performing, and it's endurance because you're coming in every day to a gym. And bodybuilding is not an endurance sport or a performance sport. Get it? That's why it can only happen in one shot on the day. On the day, bro, because it has to all follow through together to go through a repair and a remodeling by the end of the week. See what I mean? But like I said, you could do one body part, but then you could only do one body part a week, each week. That means every single week you come in to do one body part. You're going to come in and do one body part once every week? See, he's trying to tell you once a week, coming in 7 days a week. No. I'm saying you're going to come in once a week to do one body part till it repairs and remodels? That's crazy.
Set right here. I think 245, paused incline. But notice everything else, we're not going crazy heavy. It's nice, moderately heavy weights, some decent reps, some quality.
Not crazy heavy. Bodybuilding is about going extremely heavy resistance training, bro. Get it? Eccentric resistance training. You could go 100%. You can't go heavy 100% on fucking concentric training. And the most you could do is 1 RM. 1 RM, bro. This is crazy. And even if you were, here's the thing. Even if you were to go astronomically high, heavy with eccentric load, you could still do more than one RM on it. See what I mean? You can do a couple.
Work after that. Okay? And we're not hitting anything more than once a week. I think at the time this is done, before that I had biceps twice a week. Now I think the week this is done is shoulders twice a week.
Shoulders twice a week, arms twice a week. No. They can only get damaged once a week, and then they got to go through a repair and a remodeling. That's why he's failing. He's adapted. The eccentric resistance training has adapted to his exercises, and his exercises are weak and they're frivolous because I don't see any eccentric loading here. And remember, you can go heavier on eccentric than concentric, like fucking maximally fucking heavy, bro. Like you could go fucking so heavy it's crazy.
You know, maybe I'm doing something else, but here's the thing. I don't train any muscle group more than once a week other than maybe one specialized muscle. You know, like my arms have lagged, maybe my delts need work, my biceps always.
And what's that supposed to do? My arms need work, this is lagging, so I gotta lift the weight and it's gonna magically do what? Well, this is the reason why Blaha's not growing. He's not getting big, he's not growing, he's small. He's lifting every day in his garage. The workouts, they have adapted. Now he's just aging himself, wearing himself out, doing concentric lifting, bro. This is what I try to explain to people. People don't understand that. You can't see it because you're blind. You want to get a stronger, but a stronger has never got anybody a bigger. But if you get a stronger in resistance training, eccentric resistance overload training, you're going to get a bigger.
Need work. Yeah, that's the sort of stuff we'll come in and go, you know, we can probably do some of those twice a week.
Oh yeah.
You know, if anything, I could make the case for biceps twice a week. Absolutely. Well,
Yeah. They can't damage twice a week, you fool. Impossible. There's not enough time for them to repair a model.
because my arms are lagging, they could use the extra work. But generally speaking,
Listen to him. My arms are lagging. They could use the extra work. It's not the extra work, bro. It's not the extra work, you fool.
I find that most of my muscles, about 12 sets once a week works really well. Okay? Now, does that mean that we're not isolating?
I don't see that working. It's working very well for you, doing that. He's lying.
A bunch of stuff. No, because that's like we're adding isolation to a lot of things. So I might come in and do 12 sets for my lats. Even though it's all pulling for my lats, I'm going to do 12 sets for biceps after.
Okay.
All my chest work tends to be, stuff that works triceps, but my arms need work, so I'll do some triceps after. Right? Yeah, my delts get a lot of work, from all this pushing and pulling, but I'm going to have a delt day where I'll come in and do 12 sets of direct delt work, overhead pressing, laterals, upright rows, whatever we need to do. Maybe throw shrugs and stuff in. But we need to isolate most things.
Let me tell you something. I did my legs on Saturday, and I did my upper body on Sunday. My legs are still hurting. Like, they're really hurting because I'm incrementally adding more load every time I come to the gym. I'm adding more load in the eccentric. So, and I'm overworking them even more. I'm even overworking them. I'm doing more sets as well. I'm adding more sets. Now, my upper body, I went astronomically heavy. And I think, here's the thing, I know I can go even heavier. Like, I could do more work, really heavy, and overwork that muscle to damage it. So I know exactly what I'm doing in the gym. You know what you'll get when you're doing these exercises. So my body is fucking hurting, bro, today. I woke up in the morning, and I'm telling you, my arms and everything, they're just fucking... Pooh, man, I just look brutally bigger and stronger now. incrementally I'm getting bigger and stronger, and I'm not increasing the sarcoplasm because I'm not doing any carbohydrates. I'm eating meat products, animal products. That's it. So I just feel fucking like really dense. Let's just put it this way. I don't feel massy, but I feel really dense, and I look very dense. So yeah, that's the look I'm going for. Very, very, very dense muscle. I don't want to be like massed up, like bloated, massed, like Blaha here, fat. So yeah, I mean, it depends on what you're trying to accomplish. I don't know what your goals are.
I'll come in and hit forearms and calves and everything. We work everything. I do forearm work, calf work, neck work every week, right? You do need to train everything. But
I did train everything yesterday in my upper body. I did my lower lats, front lat, behind lat. I did my shoulder shrugs. I did close in grip shoulder shrugs, like the inner part. I did like fucking one arm rows, like really super heavy, tearing it up. I did fucking close grip landmines. I did fucking barbell reverse front. I did, what else did I do from my back? I did lower back. I did good mornings. I did a whole bunch of stuff, bro. And that's just my back. My chest, I did upper, middle, lower. I did presses with cables and some flies. I did my shoulders, the same things, cables, dumbbells, this, that. I mix it up. Astronomically heavy on the eccentric load, bro. Like full stacks for my shoulders. Shoulder fly, full stack, 400 pounds, man. That's it. Like front, side, and rear delts. Rear delts, I fucking, this time I just said, fuck it. I put the keys in like the last stack, the whole stack. I just kept pulling it crosswise so I could fucking damage them. That's it. Get them to damage. My arms, the same thing. I did a lot of eccentric loading on the tricep. I used dumbbells. I used the fucking cables. I did my biceps. I did my forearms. And I did my abs, and then I did my neck. And that's it. I went home. And bro, I'm telling you, this morning, I can barely move. My body hurts. Like, it fucking hurts.
generally speaking, most of the muscles, I only really directly work them once a week. And particularly any big heavy lift, we're only going to do.
He's not working them. He's exhausting them. He's laboring them. His muscles. He's aging them. This is what he's doing. That's all he's doing. These exercises are not regenerating. They're exhausting, performing, exhausting, and aging. That's all they're doing.
Once a week. Squat, bench, deadlift. Even the squats, I'm not going over 3 or 4 sets. Ever. I don't go over 3 sets of bench a week, once a week. Deadlifts, I might do 3 or 4 sets. But keep in mind, those squats and deadlifts, they're back off work. It's literally like, I do a top set with 550, and then I'll do a few reps with 500 for a few sets. But they're not limit sets, right? I've got reps in reserve on those.
No, they're concentric lifts because, again, he's a power lifter, and he thinks that bodybuilding is based on performance and endurance, and it's not. It's based on eccentric resistance training, overload training, or exercise. Eccentric overload resistance training. That's what it's based on. It's not based on concentric lifting. That's not bodybuilding, dude.
We're not coming in and grinding anything.
You can't perform because it compromises your performance. It compromises it, bro. I'm sorry.
Heavy, I can literally do sets of 3 or 4 with 500 after doing that top set on the deadlift. And that's it. We train everything once a week. And limit that, especially the heavy work. Big movements, big heavy movements, they only get hit once a week. And then everything.
Yeah, your muscles are adapted now. They're not damaging. You're a comfortable lifting slave now forever and ever and ever.
Else is about just building the muscle of it.
Have you seen him ever change the weight on here, on this? He's doing his triceps. In every video, he does this. 25 pounds? 25 pound weight. Have you ever seen him do anything heavier than that? He does it all the time, over and over again. Is he not adapted? The muscles are adapted. They're not damaging. They're not getting stronger in the concentric because he's not He's not going heavier. So he's not. There's nothing going on here. He's not going heavier in the eccentric or the concentric to cause damage or to whatever, to recruit more motor units.
That point. So again, like you see a lot of extensions, okay, even a lot of band work for things like triceps. All right, shoulders get a lot of isolation. Even my legs, you know, I'll do those sets of squats, but there's everything else is machines, right? I have a leg extension. I'm going to do leg extensions on the reverse hypers. I'll do belt squats. If I had a leg press, I'd probably use that. You know, everything gets hit once a week, and the big movements only once. And then, you know, I have, these days, I generally, because I like to have a 6-day, I'll have a weak point day. You know, I'll have one muscle that I'll come in that maybe gets to a second day, right? Because I do a 5-day split. And then that last day of the week, you know, the Saturday, it's like, well, do we want to work on some delts? Do we want to work on some biceps? But it would be a small muscle, and yet I'll come in and do another 12 sets or so for it. You know, it'll take it above 20 sets for the week. But it's usually something that needs work, something that recovers easy, you know.
Okay, whatever.
Probably not going to overtrain your biceps a lot if you're not doing a bunch of weighted pull-ups, right? So you're doing dumbbells and things, probably not going to happen. Especially not if you're strict. Same thing with the shoulders here, you know. You just do a bunch of strict work, we're good. But the thing is, here's what I find. It doesn't beat your joints up. This is the thing. I found definitely once I got in my 40s, okay, that benching heavy twice a week, bang my shoulders up a little, squatting heavy twice a week, you know, my hips.
Yeah. He's getting pains. He got so many injuries because he's weak, because he never built any muscles. Remember, he always complained about fucking getting injured. Blaha, the injured lifter, whatever. So many injuries, bro. In his old videos, he used to complain. He doesn't say that anymore. But now listen to him. He's complaining about his joints are all worn out and everything doing what? Heavy lifting. Well, I do heavy eccentric lifting, and my joints don't hurt. They don't get bad, anything like that. What kind of heavy lifting he doing, huh?
Didn't like it. Okay? When I stopped doing all that stuff, I quit hurting. It's not about the weight. It's about saying, hey, I can.
Listen to what he says. When I stopped doing concentric lifting heavy, all the pain went away. And he's still not lifting eccentrically heavy. It's always concentric lifts that he does here.
Only do a handful of really heavy sets on any exercise, and that's it. And I don't need to do that exercise twice a week.
I don't feel my joint. I went really heavy the last week, this week, even heavier than I would usually go. And I don't have any pains in my joints or anything. I don't have no injuries, no pains, no nothing. And I actually feel bigger and stronger every time I come back. Every time I come back to the gym, every week I come back, the people already noticed. They're like, you're fucking strong, bro. You're bigger. You're stronger. Yeah, that's the goal. The goal is to come back to the gym bigger and stronger than the last time. If you're not doing that, then you have issues. Now, if you're not totally recovered from your workout, I suggest you not go back to the gym right away. Maybe take another 3 extra days off because you'll be a little bit weak. You need your strength to move those heavy loads, because you're going to damage your muscle fibers. If you're not strong enough to move, if you don't feel comfortable and strong enough, you feel kind of weakened, there's no point being there. What's the point?
Right, we need to stop it at once. Our joints recover. We can argue about frequency and muscle growth all that we want, but the joint recovery time matters. I'm just not going to deadlift heavy twice.
The joint recovery time? Yeah, it goes with muscle damage. It takes over a week, yeah. Ligaments and tendons, blood doesn't flow to them well because they don't have fucking things in them. Blood vessels, they don't have blood vessels, bro. Blood doesn't flow to them well.
I'm not going to deadlift twice a week at all. Right? So, I find that we just don't hurt, we recover. And this is what I find, the older you get, once you have a good...
I don't recover, I grow.
Good strength base, and I think we all agree. Look, I think we can universally agree a 500 squat's a pretty good strength base. I don't care how old you are.
A 500 squat is really good, yeah. I would agree. But what are you using that 500 squat for? just to be a lifting slave, or are you using it so you could try to build muscle and get bigger and stronger with it? Like, what are you doing? Are you trying to get stronger knees? You want stronger muscles? What are you doing with that 500 squat? That's the question. See what I mean? Concentrically, you can get your body to lift really heavy. Okay, let's say you could lift really heavy now concentrically. So you have a lot of neurological strength there, whatever, a bunch of stuff, okay? Motor units, whatever, yada, yada, yada. Okay, what are you using it for? What are you using it for? Just to be good at lifting it in the opposite direction? Or do you want to use it to build muscle and get really strong? See what I mean? You can be strong at both, eccentric and concentric. But just being good at one is not good without the other. And remember, eccentric is superior to concentric in every way.
It's still decent. It's decent at any age. Is it the best in the world? No.
It's decent, but Blaha doesn't know how to use this 500-pound squat at all to build his body. That's the sad part. He doesn't know how to use it to build his body.
Well, you know, nice clean 500 block squat.
What good is it?
That's a respectable base.
What good is it? What good is having a gun if you don't have any bullets?
Okay. When you're moving weights like this, your joints can't just get pounded over and over and over. They really can't handle it as you get older. And when you just stop.
No. Your body can handle eccentric resistance training, because eccentric resistance training is fucking. Your joints and everything's going to handle it because it fucking rebuilds it. It makes it new again. It fucking regenerates you fool. It regenerates you.
Doing that if you're smarter.
That's why he's complaining. You can hear him. The truth is coming out. Oh, all this heavy concentric lifting is wearing me out and aging me and fucking me. Of course, because it's shit. It's shit. The truth comes out. It's shit. Get it? But people that do eccentric training, they go, oh my God, I get so many benefits. My joints feel better, stronger. I got muscle. I feel really fucking toned, bond, this, that. Yeah, because the truth comes out. The truth comes out. Get it?
To quit doing it soon enough, guess what? You're pain free. You can get that work done once a week and just come in and build muscle after that. Just get jacked.
I love this one. Just come in and build muscle, just get jacked. Okay, how do you build muscle and how do you get jacked? Blaha? I know. Powerlifting is going to do that for you, right? Yeah, sure. This is why everybody on his channel is failing, because they listen to this failure, bro. Get it? The 5x5 program doesn't build muscles.
Just get jacked. Move some moderately heavy weight for some reps.
Yeah, guys, listen. Just get jacked. Just get jacked. But guess what? You're not getting jacked. But just get jacked.
Isolate everything. Make sure you don't have any weak links. Okay, weak links get you hurt. All right, if you got weak hamstrings,
don't get any weak links, friends. Weak links, they'll harm you. Well, guess what? I can show you right now all the lifting slaves that he's recruited on YouTube. All the 5x5 programs. And they all failed. Each and every one of these people on the 5x5 program, Blaha program, he actually recruited so many lifting slaves on the 5x5 program. It's crazy. People actually followed this maniac. They followed his program, bro. They all failed. 5x5.
Cry when you hurt your knee or your back. Right?
He convinced them that powerlifting would build a muscle, so they kept doing 5x5, and they would go heavy, this, that, and they're still small and weak. They're all small and weak people.
It is that simple. All right, guys, but that's really all.
Here, I'll share with you. That's all he has to say. Look, I'll share it with you. 5x5, Blaha. Blaha 5x5.
Hey, everybody. Jason Blaha here with Ice. Hey, everybody. Jason Blaha here with Ice Cream Fitness.
Ice Cream Fitness. He's got all these recruiting slaves here, 5x5. Blaha, look, Blaha 5x5. This guy 5x5, 5x5. They're all failures. All of them. This kid did progressive. Look at this kid.
So
this is a slave, a 5x5 Blaha slave.
doing really well. I've been moving up every week. up until about 110 for
Yeah, the weight has been moving up, but guess what? Your body didn't move anywhere. Get it? The body didn't move anywhere.
5. I'm now at that. And I went
It stayed skinny and weak. Skinny and weak, bro.
at the start of this year. It's good.
Doesn't look powerful or strong. And these are all the losers that eventually turn to SARMs, steroids, creatine, faking it, bro. They go nuts because, and then they make up, because they start making up excuses. Well, I reached a natty limit or a genetic limit or I'm a hard gainer. They make up all these weird things because everything they're doing here is absolutely wrong. Is not bodybuilding. Powerlifting is not bodybuilding, bro. Get it?
Here in August from maybe like
Yeah.
leg. And you can kind of see it here highlighted in these videos.
He doesn't even go that far down.
100% though for squats. If you're looking to improve your squats,
He didn't do too bad there, but he's adapted and it's not doing much here.
the Jason Blaha 5x
The problem with the 5x5 is muscles have to be overworked in the eccentric resistance overload training. They got to be overworked. That's why you always want to go to 10 reps and you need multiple sets. That's why none of these programs work, these slave programs, like Blaha's 5x5 ice cream fake program, whatever. All these poor lifting slaves. Look, Jason Blaha teaches you how to bench press. There's more, I can't remember. There were so many slaves that took up his program. Here's another guy, 5x5 progress. Look, Jason Blaha's 5x5, too much volume. Even, what is it? Oh, Massive Iron, 8 years ago. Look at Massive Iron, looks young there 8 years ago. He looks so old now. He's aged like a motherfucker. Just like Blaha. This guy turned to be like Blaha, 85 years old. Who else is here? Look, Blaha's 5x5. I don't know. He's got other recruiting slaves. I can't find them all right now. Here's another one. Alpha Destiny Novice Program versus Jason Blaha's 5x5. Another slave.
Alright guys, Thomas Whitelaw here with my first training video for a while.
Another skinny little lifting slave, bro. Weak, skinny little lifting slave.
So basically I jumped straight into the training footage that I recorded. So basically what I did was, as soon as I came back from my holiday, I went
I like how he drops it. Full concentric. This doesn't build big, strong bodies.
to the gym and I kind of jogged my muscle memory. Literally just for 2 training sessions.
He jogged his muscle memory. What muscle memory? I don't see any muscles on you, dude. I told you 5x5 don't work, broski. That's not bodybuilding. Performance is not bodybuilding. You don't understand anything about bodybuilding. All of these slaves, they took them. Anyways, I'm going to cut it short there, bro. I just wanted to introduce you to that shit before I cut out. I'll see you in the next video. Tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao. This is ridiculous shit, bro.